The mission is all about the veterans. I was raised by veterans. My entire family is veterans. I am a veteran, so I've always had the passion for veterans, very strong patriot. And so the mission is really about helping to end the unemployment and underemployment rate, the homeless rate, the suicide rate, unfortunately, of veterans and their family members as well. Because when you help the veteran and their family members, you help society as a whole.
We put our veterans first. We do our best to help them reintegrate into society and be proud of who they are. And currently I am married to Charles Ansberry. He is a Marine. He served here locally.
I was first served in the Navy for 4 years, and then I moved on to the Army National Guard for the remainder of about 8.5 years. It's very difficult to find good employment out.
I am a non-emergency medical transporter. I drive clients to and from their doctor's appointments, dialysis. If they are medically fragile and need of extra assistance, we pick them up, make sure they get there safely and on time. If they need oxygen, we hook it up for them. Anything else that they require that's within our ability to do, we do it for them.
Anytime that something is needed, it's like they're on it, you know what I'm saying? It's like a family type environment that you're in, you just feel like the love, and just everyone makes sure that everyone is intact to do what we do and to help, to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
What I would actually like most about the mission would be the fact that we're really making a difference here. I know a lot of the drivers here, especially from the freight side, that started out not having a job, homeless. I've met people that are homeless, and now we're helping their families out, we're helping them out.
But they always cover each other. They do good things all the time. I like the way they, when I back out onto the street, they put on the safety vest and come out, and people just don't stay in their one lane. I like here, they do what they have to do to get the job done.
I was a sergeant in the U.S. Army from 2006 to 2010. Was in Iraq 06 and 07.
Oh, the mission here is to put veterans back to work, and I've never worked with veterans before, so they've really opened my eyes. Of course, we all love what our veterans do for us previously and formerly, but we love putting them back to work, and watching it happen is great.
Yeah, they're a big part of our country, and you know what, just to give back to them and to let them know that they're not alone and that there's somebody and that there's something out there for them.
To give the opportunity to give back. I admire what our veterans do for us, and currently our military people, and I think that it's time for us to give back to them what they do for us to protect us on a daily basis.
So in the near future we're going to be hiring a bunch of drivers, and it just seems like sky's the limit at this point, so it's just a matter of time.
Here in Bakersfield, we've actually hired homeless veterans, putting veterans to work, and once they get set up here, they get to buy their own house and their own car. So I think that's probably the best deed this company's done. My military experience, I was 11 Bravo, which is infantry. I did almost 5 years in the Army with 1 combat deployment to Afghanistan. It was the hardest thing trying to find work, and then I found this company, and it's amazing.
I did 4 years in the Navy. I was an aircraft electrician. In the past, up until recently, if I got an interview, I had a job. But it's been harder the last 10 years.
My military experience is totaling about 6 years of both Army National Guards and Army Reserves.
I'm Navy. I was a boatswain in the Navy in 79 through 84. One of the good deeds was in myself. They hired me. I was unemployed, and I'm a veteran, and they hired me with the goal of hiring a veteran, and that was pretty neat.
Have I built relationships with clients' family? Definitely. I mean, that's one of the first things you do. From the minute they get into the car until they get out, the whole time just building that rapport and just making sure they're comfortable.